So, I'm Bill Plimpton, and this is Daniel, Lorena, and we are working on a film that we haven't titled yet, but it's about the COVID issues. And so we're almost done with, or I'm almost done with the animation. Here's a scene I'm going to work on right now. I'm going to show you how I put these scenes together. And pipe in if you want to comment or add anything.
Sure.
So one of the scenes here, I do a lot of cycles. And so I'm going to take this shot and cycle it. It's shot 30. So that means I have to repeat it pretty much as close as I can. And let me just do a very light pencil, because if the pencil's too dark, then it'll show up. I just want the color pencil to show up. So I trace it really light. And this is the very end of the film where... Should I give it away?
I don't know. We might want to.
Something tragic happens from the COVID.
Don't worry, I'll
And
cut this out.
So she's really depressed and really sad. She, I don't know, we may have her crying here, I don't know. And so that's what I have. Just basically a really light feeling for it. Now I'm gonna turn off my light. Sorry. And then the next step is, let me grab this. These are my color pencils. And I got to find the colors that I want to do for the character. So I got a lot of options here, but here they are. I've already done this drawing here, so I have the same colors. It's a mix of orange, blue, ochre, and green, and so it gives it kind of almost a spectrum effect, of a rainbow effect of color. Sometimes I use the same color like blues and greens or reds and yellows, but this one is sort of a larger spectrum. Now this is the fun part. I usually turn on my headphones and start listening to great music, but basically it's really loose. I mean, anybody could do it. Dan, you could probably do this better than me. I mean, it's just a scribble.
Phil, you doubt how complicated this is.
Look at this. It's just scribble. It's just scribble,
All right,
scribble.
I'm animating my next film.
Then I go with the orange, and I try to follow the lines very lightly, so it's almost a ghosted image. Very, what do you call it? Hemoglobin or something?
And the idea is that the character is experiencing some pretty serious anxiety, and this
That's it.
represents sort of the physical manifestations of that anxiety.
The trauma she's going through. I like the word frazzled.
Which
Yeah.
might end up being the title.
Might be the title. Now I'll do the green. And what's really cool is when you see this on the screen, it's like it's a total mental state of tragedy.
And that's so characteristic of your animation, Bill.
Yeah.
Just there's so much movement in your
Yeah.
animation.
A lot of kinetic energy. Almost got it. Now I'd like to put a little zigzag around here so it's really going crazy. Now I'll do the blue. And it's almost done. And Dan, do you want to talk about the origins of the story at all?
Sure. I wish I could say the origins were happier, but it really comes from our experience of the pandemic almost a year ago.
Wow.
And our daughter got sick. She was almost 2 years old.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, she was almost 2 years at the
Sick.
time. She got very, very sick. They wouldn't test her because she was so little, and they had so few tests back then. So we didn't know if she had COVID or not, but we suspected she did. And we were just waiting for, Lorena and I to get sick and for our other daughter to get sick. But we didn't know if she really had COVID, and we couldn't, what sort of occurred to me was that there was something happening inside of her And there was something happening in our house, but we couldn't see it. It was invisible,
Mhm.
right? Because you can't see the viral
Wow.
particles. And I started to think about what would it be like if you could see those viral particles?
Yeah.
Because there's this whole drama that's playing out that we're not even aware of.
Yeah.
And maybe she was expelling viral particles, but and they were just missing us or something like that.
Oh, God.
So that's kind of the genesis of the idea, is making that drama visible.
Okay, I think they're done. Let me do a little touch up, but that's it. I should give a number to this drawing. This is 30A. So they'll be exchanged very quickly.
And what is the
Rotated.
movement from that one illustration to the next? Her hands are.
For this one, there's nothing. There's no movement.
There's
It's
no
just-
movement.
Just her going like that and going through
But
a middle breakdown.
her hands look slightly separated there, or is it the same?
No, it's the same.
It's the same,
Don't worry,
okay.
it'll look.
Gotcha. No, I didn't know
for
if.
you, Dan, please.
I guess what I'm getting at is I didn't know if each illustration had a slight
It
change
does.
to it.
This is the folder here. Yeah, this one shows the change in position. Oops, see her mask
See,
is.
I'm not
she's putting-
totally crazy. I mean, I'm a
putting
little.
the mask on. It's higher.
Right. Gotcha.
Then she fastens it.
Yeah.
So you are correct, but not on this one. It's just a cycle.
Gotcha.
So anyway, that's my demonstration for today, and when will it be done?
When will it be done?
The fall, I think, right? Should be ready for. Be coming out in festivals.
Oh,
and things like
hopefully,
that.
yeah. We're gonna have to see when the deadlines are for these festivals and see if we can.
That's gonna be exciting.
Very
Yeah.
exciting.
Festivals are good.
I think it's going to do well. I really do. Because I've been known for just doing wacky comedies.
Mhm.
This is the first time I've done something really serious, and I think people will say, "Oh, Plimpton's gone serious." So. I
What
think
happened?
Yeah, what happened? I think it'll do well.
Well, a pandemic will do that to you, won't
Yeah. So keep in touch. We'll be probably doing some more demonstrations later on. Ciao.
See ya.